Good morning. Yeah, so I did the video on boundaries. Oh my goodness. I upset some people you would not believe. But then I got lots of messages and calls that agreed with it. And they were afraid to like it on Facebook because they were afraid what other people would think, right? And that's okay. Just up here for me. So what I was thinking was I'm gonna come back on and explain a little bit more before the channel, the YouTube channel goes up. The thing is, boundaries, if you set them, you bounded yourself. Plain and simple. You can use your discernment. Make sure it's not judgment though. Okay, that's all I ask. Some of my people I've known for many, many years contacted me, and they went, "Oh my God, Brie, you did it." I said, "What I do? Did you like the video?" "Yeah." "Is that the stuff you've been saying you're going to hold back till the end of the year and bring out in 2020? I said, that's just a little bit of it. Because we've been so indoctrinated by boundaries, setting, quote, healthy boundaries, like I said before. So today I woke up. Actually, my dogs got me up. One dog on one side and one dog on the floor, like, get up. So I got up and I was in my shower, and I was thinking, I need to record this today. I'm thinking, how many people did not understand what I was trying to say that was so upset? Now, they didn't pick it, and how do I say this? No one put anything rude on Facebook. I want to thank you for that. The private messages I received, thank you, and I answered you. I tried to get to all of them. Believe me, there were a lot. The thing is I wanted to show you something, and I'm gonna get them right now. I was talking, okay, let's see. I was talking about the books from my mom from 1901 and 1911, and I'm bringing up the 1901 one. Here's this one. That's one. The Way of Peace. I mean, look how old they are, right? Out from the Heart. Now, this one is amazing. These are my mom's old books. The first one I put up is A Path to Prosperity, and I'm going to open it really carefully here and put on my glasses because they used the word prosperity back then, and we use abundance. There's no difference. I was reading this book, and it says, you say you desire wealth, not for your own sake, but in order to do good with it and to bless others. What we do, okay? If this is your real motive in desiring wealth, then wealth will come to you. True. Are you willing to look upon yourself as a steward and not as the owner? That's just some things that are in this book from 1901. Now I'm going to The Way of Peace. I'm just opening it up anywhere. My mom underlined so much stuff. Let's see. Oh, it's kind of, well, just kind of grab a page. Let's see. Oh, more underlining. Okay, so Jacob Boehme realized his vast knowledge of divine things. Whistle working long hours as a shoemaker. In every life, there's a time you think, and the best is the most lavish is not to shut out from aspiration or meditation. My mom has all this underlined, the whole page almost. It's wild. She didn't show me these ones. She was on the planet. So here's another one. And we go from where the sentence first starts. Spiritual meditation, self-discipline are inseparable. That's true. You will therefore commence to meditate upon yourself as so as to try and understand yourself for remembering the great object you will have in view. Oh, it's hard to read. The letters are really light. And to be complete removal of all your errors in order to realize the truth. That's the other one. Out from the heart. Let's find where I got that in this one. Wow. Um, there's no underlining. I'm kind of going, my mom underlines a lot, but I'm going to say where I was at. Oh, wait a minute, maybe not. Formation of a habit. To establish mental condition in the acquired habit. This becomes such by continuous repetition of thought. Ah, that's so true. And it says in here, cheerfulness, anger, calmness, generosity, indeed all states of mind. So it kind of talks about all four parts of the body, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual. Going back to what I just saw. So you elect to strongly, steadfast walk those pathways of thought and action, which although excellent. Although excellent. Some of the words don't make sense, but I'm thinking about it here for a second. And then life will become beautiful and sacred, and sooner or later, you will put your finger to flight or confusion or suffering, for it is possible for a man to fall short of liberation, enlightenment, and peace. Regards the unwearied and the gateway to his heart. Well, that one I don't quite understand, but I understand her point. And I'm thinking about that one right now as I'm talking to you, because how many times do we have to pick something to protect ourselves? How many times have we protected our homes, our houses from lower vibrations? I think the greatest thing and the only thing we can do to protect ourselves is use love and discernment. And like I said before, using discernment and judgment is so close together, you have to be careful. I mean, they're like a pancake, so close together. But that video wasn't to upset anybody. There's things in me that I've held on for years that I can talk about from now. And so I'm doing snippets of this and that, and next year all of it will come out. The one thing I want to say that I'm starting to understand, and I've been listening to a lot of people talking about the divine female, and boy, do I resonate with the divine female. I've never been man. It's wild. I've never been man. Even with what I found out on the planet I was on, that I did something that was bad. I was still wasn't there. So here's the thing. I was a female energy. I did some really naughty stuff. Okay, so that's enough of that. We've all done some things we're not proud of in our past lives. And that's another thing I want to talk about. If people want to remember their past lives so bad, like I had a Starburst stuff and I was looking at it, I'm going, that's a repetition of all my lifetimes, right? So that's why I put it out. But I was going, is it really necessary to remember every past life? I know 7 now. And I was emotionally hurt and I turned awful. But in this lifetime, when I got emotionally hurt, I would just go close up myself and say, okay, I've had enough. I'm done for a while. I need to cry. Hardly cried. And yeah, I'm sensitive, but not like when I was a kid when my mom would have to talk about Miss Puddle like that ran the water off her back. I'm I want you guys to understand the greatest protection you can have for yourself is love. I'm not going to put any more boundaries down. It limited me and it bonded me. So when you put a boundary down, listen really carefully. When you put that boundary down, you bonded yourself to that boundary. You don't have to like what I say. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying. I don't have to agree with what you say either. But we have to honor and respect each one of us. We're all divine beings. And there's so much I want to say that I can't say till the end of the year. There's been a timeline that has gone on for 10 years of knowledge that has been dropped into me and said, you got to wait till 2020. And even before that, you got to wait till year 2020. So I'm waiting. So this is what I want to say about the divine feminine. We went from the patriarchal to the matriarchal. But what about all those men that have divine female in them? I know several that have the divine female and the divine masculine. This is a balance. And we need to let everyone balance. I've talked to men that are feeling left out, like, are we bad? No. But what's happening is men are being brought down to their knees and crying. I've met several, including very close friends, that have decided they don't want to be this way anymore, but they can't understand why they're crying. And some are football players, some are truck drivers, some are retired military, that did special ops and things like that. And these are really strong people that you're unaware of. And, I have a couple that are going to come on with me in film. They're going to talk about their journey and how they were brought down their knees. I had an interview with Pierre Arlene and Colin Barry Smith, and they do a lot of work with the Pleiades. And when I asked Colin about what's happening even with my husband, see a movie and you can see the tears coming down, right? And he starts laughing, acting like it's not happening, right? And he said he's hearing this all over the world. They're hearing a lot. And we need to let the men know that they're divine as we are. There's no separation. And that's not what I'm seeing right now. I've talked to some of my really old friends that are working with men. Before I even came back here in 2010. I've known for years. And the ones I've known since I got here and met, they're all talking about this. But I'm noticing that people are so about, I don't say how to say this right. I want to ask my guide, hang on, I want to say this right. Let it come from your heart. Embrace those men in your life and start teach them the ways of the divine feminine. They will understand it and they will get it. But we're here to help them to understand and get it. It's a softening and it's a balance. So till I see you next time, God's blessings. And I'm going to scoot up here so I can turn this off. And I will talk to you later. Have a great day.